Yeah. So I would never allow this to happen, personally. Like, you see what's
You
happening
would
to your
like
wave?
you would pull it up
Yeah,
here,
I
right?
would lose HP to fix this, because I'm
Yeah,
not okay with this. Again, my whole goal is to
he's
get
getting gold.
gold, and that is why I like stuff like Doran Shield Start.
Well, as you probably knew from before, I was like semi one-tricking Silas.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't know. I just like really don't like. I just don't like him all of a sudden. After like
Well, the
playing.
champ is trash, but yeah. Except for that.
Um, but like I'm just not liking him. So I was like trying to. I was trying to see how Hui works. Hui is like. He's fun, but I don't like the fact how it's extremely hard to lane on him on side lane.
Oh, it's just every mage. It's not really
Yeah.
specific to Hui. Like, I mean, like some mages, like Oriana, like Ori has like a little bit of like movement speed, so it's
Yeah.
a bit easier. But like, it's not like Ori is like an insane side laner. Like, when you think of mages that are good in side lane, like the only one is like a seer, and then it's like more bruiser mages like Rise.
Yeah.
You're
And
not
that's
really
basically
like, if you're playing control mages, your weakness is side lane, regardless of
yeah.
your champion pick.
Yeah. And I kind of came to the conclusion that I didn't necessarily like that too much, at least in solo queue, because I feel like side laning is like if your champ can side lane, I think it's quite strong. Um, so yeah, I was like basically trying to figure out what champions I should play because yeah, I was like trying a lot of things and I was losing a lot, but it was also me trying to understand like what type of champs I enjoy.
Yeah. And I think that's fine to lose some LP to figure that out, because at the end of the day, like, hopefully that should turn into LP, right?
Yeah,
Like, once you do find your champions, like, it does make sense that you like Kassadin when you say you want to be strong on side lane. Like, Kassadin is probably one of, if not the best, mid lane side laning champ.
Yeah.
Because Kassadin just has like everything that you would want for side laning. You take towers fast, you clear waves fast, you clear waves safely, you rotate quickly, you are strong in 1v1, you scale good, so the resources you're getting by side laning is good. Like, by playing side lane, you also can sometimes be like delaying the game, like stalling it.
Yeah.
Which is of course good for Kassadin, so he's kind of like perfect just side lane champion. Rice is another one. Akali is like okay. TF is fine.
Yeah.
LeBlanc
What do you
is pretty
think
good on
about TF,
side.
given the fact he's got like he's kind of getting chain hit with nerfs?
And
Do you think it doesn't matter? Or...
It doesn't matter
Gotcha.
because the thing about TF is like he got like mega buffed like 6 patches in a row. Like,
Oh, okay. I was only aware of the
if you
big one
look
that
at
they did.
TF's patch history, right?
Mhm.
If we go back from like, let's say here, okay.
Yeah.
12.17, alright? Season 12. Mana
Yeah.
cost reduced. AP ratio increased on Q. AP ratio increased. Cooldown reduced. Cooldown reduced. AP ratio increased. Right? So his
Mhm.
Q has gone from 70 to 90%.
Yeah.
Okay?
Then
And
they
then
did the
this
big
is the
one.
AD ones that they just got buffed straight up, that you can
Mhm.
auto W and stuff.
Yeah.
Then the only nerf, right? You're saying chain hit with nerf. Only nerf that's happened so far is this one. So let's look at it.
15% AP and 10%
So blue
AP.
card AP ratio is reduced. Okay. Nothing else. And then this is reduced. But if you compare this is the nerf. This is the nerf, okay. But then we look at the buffs. Q is still 20% off, up.
Still
Right?
has the cooldown.
His pick a card is still mega buffed. Right? It's 6 seconds flat.
Like that's actually fucking stupid. What the?
See?
Yeah.
So like everything is still mega buffed. This champ got like buffed after buff after buff after buff. Look, his Q used to be 65%. Right? This champ has only been getting buffs. So it doesn't fucking matter. And it doesn't matter if the champ is getting nerfed next patch as well. It doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, his W used to have 8 seconds flat and now it's 6 seconds. Like, just, this champ has gotten so many buffs, so it just doesn't fucking matter if it gets nerfed.
Mm.
It's like,
Yeah, because he was
Oriana
hyped
now.
up then.
Oriana's the same. Like, if they now nerf Oriana, if the nerf is like small, it won't fucking matter. Because the champ got chain buffed 6 patches in a row. So it just won't matter.
Yeah.
Unless they like actually like kill the champion. But I think Kasten is a fine choice. I mean,
Yeah.
Asir is okay, like I said, is one of the champs that can side lane. It's just very hard champ. So if you're actually gonna learn,
Yeah.
if you're
I
actually
hate it
gonna
for
learn
late games.
Asir, then you should actually like play it, because you only played like 2 games and then you didn't play it anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you can't do that with Asir. You have to actually like play the champ a lot. I would also go grasp Asir in this type of game, because like in this type of game here, you don't really want grasp Asir because you actually want damage to kill the Poppy and the Olaf. And for your lane, it's not bad to have more mana. Like Fleet and Sorcery gives you more mana than Grasp and Precision. But like here, they're like one-shotting you and diving onto you, and it's a really good Frozen Heart game.
Yeah.
So you should just go like Leander into Frozen Heart.
So it's like basically the idea of the build is when like the typical like UNA champions, when you're looking to be engaged on the kind of.
Well, the thing about Asir as a champion, right? Every champion has weaknesses, right?
Yeah.
Asir's weakness is either he's outranged,
Yeah.
or that he's getting heavy dove onto. Because he's not bad versus dive, because he has his R and his mobility. It's just when he's getting like turbo dove onto and he has no counterplay. So champs like Yone and Akali, you don't have that much counterplay against, because your R is like kind of useless versus them. They just like ignore it, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like they can easily reach you, and especially if they have stuff like Akali Vi, you don't really have much counterplay. So every champion you're playing, you should itemize your runes and items to counter what they want to do, right? This just goes for every champion. So for Asir, that is going to be tank Asir. If you're mega outranged, you're going to go tank, because you're just not going to be so useful by being full AP, you know? So by being tank, at least you can look for shuffles and you can look to frontline and still have value. Or if they have like unskilled dive, then I think tank Asir is also
like
good.
in JoJo's game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went to it because there was like dive and
Like no, in JoJo's he went because outrange, but yeah. Like if you, because they had like full range comp, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, true. Ash Forest.
Because already here, we were saying that we should just play tank Asir, like if this happens. Because already here, like you can't play normal Asir, and his job is just to frontline and just create space and pressure.
Yeah, and
so
he
like,
gets Lee Center heals.
Yes. So he's just like frontlining the whole game, and just like tanking everything. Like there was one fight on top side where he just like tanks every single fucking spell. Like here. Like look at his items. He has Abyssal Mask, Frozen Heart, Leander right now. And just pay attention to his damage in this fight. Because the thing is, like, you deal damage still. It's okay, so he TPs in. If you do this play here, and you're APS here, you're in so one shot.
You're one shot, yeah.
Look at the damage he just did on this Ashe. And this is without Leander's being stacked. And yes, I understand that he is a lot of levels up on the Ashe, of course. But look, he doesn't have Leander stacked here.
He has one AP item, effectively.
Yeah. And then look, he tanks the full Aatrox combo. Aatrox flashes on him. He tanks the full combo from Aatrox, tanks full Mantra Q. He's still healthy.
Yeah.
And Fly is clearly saying, Asir, Asir, he's griefing, he's griefing. Look, they're saying, Asir, go Asir, go Asir, go Asir. He's trolling, go Asir. And they get completely baited by him being tank. And this will happen in your solo queue games for sure. If it's happening by the second best team in LCS, then, you know, then I am sure that in your solo queue games, people will get baited by you being tanky. And, like, this logic just goes for, like, every champion in the game. Like, when I'm playing Rise, you'll see I'm going, like, shit like Trailblazer. When they have, like, full fucking range like this, like, I will go, like, Trailblazer or Deadmans and shit, and just have mobility. And then you see here, like, they're, like, heavy AD, I'm just gonna go Frozen Heart. And it's just, like, so many champions you can, like, use this type of logic on. And like here, you see I'm playing Veigar. Like I like Shirelia, so I can get in range with this champion because it's just this champ just needs mobility, so you can run people down.
Yeah.
Here they have like heavy AP, so I go Kanik Rukern. So, yeah.
It's just... I do think I'll definitely. I think Rise is an easier one. I played like 2 games of Rise a while back as well. But it was like I do like those champions that can kind of like checkmate you with certain item builds. Yeah. Like Veigar, like Veigar, Rise, and Azir. If they can build tank, they get to a point where sometimes they just checkmate the enemy comp because they either can reach you when they shouldn't be able to, or they become unkillable.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. For Kassadin though, like, I think right now,
It's a big trade-off, I feel.
yeah, I mean, Kassadin's in lane is of course not the greatest, but like right here, like you're probably going like Ultimate Hunter, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's fine. I mean, personally, I prefer this because I just never saw the value in this on Kassadin because you're not really
Yeah.
playing the
You
game.
don't fight enough early to
Yeah.
make sense of it.
Yeah. I also don't know what you're cooking here, like with this before Roa. I guess your logic is probably to stall the Roa for your 16, but
Yeah.
I think it's not worth. Like I thought about that for Rice, but you're essentially stalling so much stats. Like even though you're doing this to get the level up at 15 into 16,
Yeah.
it's just like you're playing without an item now, you know?
Yeah, I can
So
see what you mean.
so I
Like
don't
your
think
second
it's worth
item isn't
because
really an item.
you're stalling your stacks, which is a lot of stats here that you are missing out on Roa.
Yeah.
It doesn't really make sense because like in a lot of games, like for your payoff to work, you need to get to 15 and then have the level up ding you to 16,
Yeah.
right? But a lot of games is like you're not even getting 15, you know? So
Yeah.
I don't really like that. And
Yeah.
if you look at my Rise, like I do certain things to like stall my Roa. You see I'm always getting tier 2 boots, for example.
The boots, yeah.
Like I don't want to have Roa at like 7 minutes, but I feel like this is already fine. Most of my games, my level up on Roa is 14 to 15.
Yeah.
Which should be like fine.
Yeah. I just feel like the damage spike on Malignance is like,
Of course it is. But then
yeah.
don't even go Roa then, in my opinion.
So you just go straight Malignant Seraphs
Yeah,
into,
like if you're not gonna go Roa first, you just shouldn't go Roa. Because
Gotcha.
if you just want this spike from Malignance, then you should go Malignance into like Seraph Lichbane, you know,
Mhm.
or Rabadon's Third.
Yeah.
And just skip the fucking Roa. But I think Roa is really good on Kassadin, but I think if you're gonna go first strike, I don't think you should go Roa.
Yeah.
But I think, for example, like here, when you're going for Fleet, right?
Yeah.
If you're going Fleet, it should mainly be versus like stuff like Syndra, Talia, these type of things.
Yeah.
And in those cases, having Roa in lane, I feel like is super good. Because when you have
Yeah.
Catalyst, you can just like RE the wave and just push and ignore them. You
Yeah,
know?
they don't do damage.
Yeah. But if you're like rushing Malignance and then going Roa, like you just shouldn't even get Roa. So like here, this is pretty good. Like having this
Yeah.
is really nice. I wouldn't sell my D shield personally. Like it doesn't really make sense. Like it's super OP.
Even
like, I would rather sit on this and Mana Crystal Ruby, because like what are you upgrading into this for? Look, the health difference. It's 200, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but you are selling this, which is 110 HP and a lot of regen.
Yeah, so it's actually
So you're not
I'm
actually
losing
like
HP actually.
yeah, you're gonna lose HP because you're not gonna get one-shotted here. So you're just gonna lose HP. It just doesn't make sense. Like
This
sure,
game
if you're gonna
ironically was
if you were gonna finish Roa here, then okay, yeah, it can make sense.
yeah.
But yeah, anyways, like Roa is a laning item which will give you scaling.
Yeah.
Because having this in lane is really strong. Obviously not strong enough to sell this because it's also good in lane, but this is very good in lane, and having this in like early game, you are like full tank, because having 400 health in early game is so much. Because champions are designed to like do a rotation, and then that should be what kills you.
Yeah.
And they have long cooldowns. So if they cannot break you because you have this, then their champions don't function. So buying a second item just doesn't make sense, because the whole idea is that when you get to your second item, if you rush Roa, then now it's starting to be stacked. So now it functions as a second item. But if you're buying it second, then it doesn't have the stats needed. Like 400 health at 20 minutes is like nothing compared to 10 minutes.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, I would either buy it first or I would not buy it at all, which I think is fine to not buy it at all if you want. I prefer Roa. I think it's very good on Kassadin.
Yeah, I think the item is just strong.
But I do know that Blue Like Blue, with this for example, he likes to go without Roa. And I think that's fine if you're going to go first strike, because you're already like flipping the game then. If you're going to go first strike. And it doesn't make sense to flip the game and then go Roa. So here you should just commit for full AP and like Dark Seal and shit, and just hope that you can like R flash and start snowballing.
Yeah.
That's kind of what you're playing for when you're going the first strike setup. You're just like farming a bit less because you're going to get denied more. And you're just playing to join a good fight, like a good TP flank or like a good R flash to get 1 or 2 kills, and then look to snowball from there. Yeah, my problem with it is just that some games will just turn to real shit playing in that way.
Yeah.
And I think the games that you're playing Kassadin should be like free wins as long as you get your items. And I think it's easier to get items with Roa and Fleet, personally.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think
It's
you
like
need.
one of those.
I also don't think you need resolve every time when you're playing Fleet. Like some matchups, like this one, like Talia, is pretty.
Ironically,
easy.
this was Viego, but yes, I was building runes for.
But
Talia.
we should assume it's Talia mid. Every
Yeah,
time.
yeah, for sure.
So it's like Talia is not really gonna bully you that much compared to other things like Orianna, Nico, Hui.
Yeah, she only gets annoying at like level 7, 9.
So when you go Fleet, you have two options. You have Domination with the same Conquer setup, like Ultimate Hunter
With
and shit,
sudden
or
impact,
Taste
yeah.
of Blood, depending on the matchup, and then Ultimate Hunter, yeah. So Sudden Impact, Taste of Blood, or Ultimate Hunter.
Yeah.
You know, with Sudden Impact or Taste.
Mhm.
Or you go this if the matchup is like hard. Like Hui and stuff, I would go this, because they just bully
Yeah.
more, but Talia doesn't have enough threat. Also, a lot of Talias, they go face rush as well, which, again, they're not going to have as much lane power.
Yeah.
I mean, your game plan should be really fucking simple. Like, you should just want to have as much gold as possible for your first recall, because your next recall will be hard. You don't want to lose your flash early. This game, it doesn't matter as much, because you're not really going to get ganked, but
Yeah,
you just want to work hard on having wave in your side of the lane, just so you can farm safely, and just using your spells to get your CS and first strike. Yeah, so I would never allow this to happen, personally. Like, you see what's happening to your wave?
You would pull it up.
Yeah,
here,
I
right?
would lose HP to fix this, because
Yeah.
I'm not okay with this. Again, my whole goal is to
Is
get
getting
gold,
gold.
and that is why I like stuff like Doran Shield start, because I will lose my HP for CS.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna play like this and just drop every single fucking creep, then that should only be because you don't have the HP that you can afford to lose, which means Dark Seal Refill start.
Yeah.
But you are playing D-Shield and you're playing like this, which is not okay. Like, you already see here, right? He queued the whole wave, and he's like pushing.
Yeah.
So like right now, for example, right? When he ends up killing this, look where your wave is.
Yeah, my next wave is like right there.
Yes. So when this happens, just click forward once. After you space this Q, for example.
Yeah. Then I just
click
pull up.
in.
Yeah, yeah. Because
Just
then I
click
get
in.
all of them.
Yes. You shouldn't care if he's autoing you 2 times here.
Yeah.
It's going to give you like 40 gold. Instead you pull all the creeps into tower. Then you lose everything.
Yeah.
It's like so disgusting. So you're like so much gold down already. And it's like, it's not CS that he's denied you.
Yeah.
It's normal to be down CS, of course. But not like this. So like when you see that he's like queuing all the time, then you have to be able to now tank the wave a bit and then start hitting them and ask yourself, okay, how do I need to set them up?
Yeah.
This will not die to my auto attack.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god, you want to lose so bad. Oh my god, you hate winning.
I was thinking he is already committed. I do agree though, if he doesn't commit to this.
But look, your wave.
Yeah, no, it's still
the
shit.
guy's gonna come back now in 3, 2, 1, and then he can just fight you. What do you mean he committed? Look. Look your minimap.
Yeah,
Look your minimap. Lee Sin is already dead. Lee Sin took this Q and he's dead.
yeah.
It makes no sense whatsoever to do this. Because right now, he will
wave
lose
is
more
actually-
CS. If you just keep the wave like
yeah.
this, he will lose more CS. And then now you just fuck yourself. It's so chill right now. This is so fucking chill. If he roams now, then GG.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
You're gonna be a level up the whole game. Instead you do this. So now he's losing less CS, because the CS that was gonna kill your CS is dead. And your champ pushes so slow despite you having DMAT. And then now
Yeah.
you're just hoping that he's randomly gonna be so late that you get to crash. But now if he's like just in lane here and just fights you, then you can't crash.
Yeah.
Even now, honestly, you can't crash if he's just like hitting here with
Yeah,
Q
yeah,
and then
yeah.
wind
If he
walling and
just
then
walks up,
trimming
yeah.
wave and pulling it up here. You're just so fucking lucky. It's
that's
so
true.
bad. Yeah, you could have farmed this wave way faster. Like if
Yeah.
you go here, like the first thing you should be doing is look at your map,
Is
and then
not
now you should
forward.
just start grouping the creeps up.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So I can also hit
Yes,
them.
and you
as
should
well.
just be like ulting and stuff here on the melees. Because this wave should get completely like one-shotted, like together.
Yeah.
But you're like spreading the waves
The
apart.
minions gonna split, yeah.
But yeah, if now the melees are dead, then now you would just start to leave. You would again drop some wards, you'd get sweeper, and you would just recall. And then you would ult your way back to lane because you got the whole wave. And you would get to keep TP. So like your idea is good, you're just bad at like proxying the wave.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I understand. Yes, you want to farm and you don't want to fight. Sure. But your teammates want to fight. And I think it makes total sense to look for a fight here. Garen has first move. And you have some control of mid lane now. It's not like you were level 2 fighting for the Raptors again. Right? It's a lot different now. You actually have wave clear. You can join. You can do a one-shot. You have flash. If you stack up your R and you fucking R flash on some guy and do E auto WQ, like, it's like 500 damage.
Yeah. I think it's actually... I mean, if I'm completely, like, thinking what it is, it's probably me not understanding that I'm actually, like, decently strong at this point.
Yeah, but
because
of course, even if you are weak, even if you are weak, your Garen has first move. You should want to do something quickly, or even if you don't want to do something, if you can still make it better for your teammates, you should.
Yeah.
Unless it hurts you, but doing what I'm saying doesn't hurt you. What you did wasn't good for you.
I should at least make an active effort.
Because you could have just trimmed the wave, pulled it, and then rotated. And then that would still be better, because he would lose the whole wave. Instead you just like let it like come into your tower and you're doing like a fake freeze. So like right now in game, I'm thinking how can I recall without losing TP? Because I really would like to keep TP at this point, unless I can get something good with my TP. Like if my top laner dies and I TP to top right and I get 2 waves, that's pretty good still.
Yeah.
But I want to make an active effort on recalling without using TP, because right now we're starting to be at the point where I'm going to start sidelaning soon and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, like here you can just keep TP. So that's pretty nice. And then like here, like in cases like this, right? Like right now your game should be really simple. Yeah. You should either fight him or you should one-shot every wave.
Yeah, I think
it's one of those
versus Roa, it's probably one-shot every wave.
Yes. So if he's clicking back here especially, right?
I should be looking
you should walk up and you should be E in the wave.
And stuff. Yeah.
Right now they die in 2 E's. If you E and R, they're dead. Or if you 2 E's. So if you don't feel like you can R onto the wave, then you just E it twice. You should not be playing like you are. Like you're playing with no fucking plan in mind. Like you have TP behind them here on bot lane. You're like so fucking AFK. Like you're not even like moving your camera to bot lane thinking here. You can TP behind him right now. Like you could just say fuck this wave and just TP on their bot lane.
Yeah.
But you're not even like looking in chat like who has flashes. Like Lucian's pinging that Smolder has no flash, for example.
Yeah.
And you have a TP right behind them.
Yeah, no, if they walk ahead, like, they pretty much, they're dead.
Yeah, but you're not even like pinging it or anything.
Yeah.
Like here, you should really want to one-shot this wave and then see if you can dive bot with Lee Sin, for example. Because your bot has pressure. So like here, I would be like Eing the wave. But like, look how you're playing.
Yeah.
Right, like that's like my problem. And also, I think like here, you should really want to end up playing side lane. Like, just right now, when you get this wave, you see what Lucian is doing. You should be the one bot. So if you see here,
Lucian,
see here for example, when you're recalling like this, look where Lucian is.
Yeah,
Why isn't Lucian going mid?
Yeah.
Also here, look the threats, right? What is gonna kill you? You always need to think about this in a game. Yasuo, okay, Yasuo can kill you. Yasuo's mid.
As in, like, I can't really die here with the people that I have on my screen.
Right, so why don't you just go to bot wave here? And then you force Lucian to go mid. Who's gonna kill you? Look at your champions. Look tab. They have Smolder Nami, right?
Yeah.
Okay, look at the game. So Karthus is chasing you. Yasuo's mid. Why don't you go bot wave?
Yeah.
I don't get it. Smolder's not gonna magically appear on your screen and kill you. You're a Kassadin. You can just go bot wave, one-shot it, and then you force your Lucian to go to mid. And then you get to keep TP.
Did I even have what's it called in base? I didn't know.
I don't care.
Sorry.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because if you now recall, you will have to TP mid.
Yeah, it's a way for free anyways.
You want to keep TP.
Yeah.
It is terrible if you do an action that makes you have to TP somewhere when you could do something else that would keep your TP. If Lucian now just clicks to mid and you go bot, then you fix bot wave, You will get your item 20 seconds, 30 seconds later, but
Yeah.
you'll get to keep your TP. This is so fucking bad. Now Lucian is like, oh, I'm gonna go bot wave. Because like you're doing a good job, like not inting the game, like you're not 0-10 just griefing.
Yeah. But
Right?
I'm also not
But you're
actively doing anything.
You're not doing anything for your team. You're not making the game easy for your team, and you're not scaling well.
Yeah.
You have 156 CS. Like there's games where I'm 0-0-1, but I have like 200 CS.
Yeah, 200. Yeah.
But like you have like no CS, so like the good thing you're doing is like you're not inting, which is good. That is a good skill to have.
Yeah.
But you're winning this game because all of your teammates are doing well.
Exactly.
But what your job is as a scaling champion, if your whole team is winning, you need to use your team's like pressure and their lead to then be strong, so that if they grief, you still win the game.
Yeah.
Because your problem in this game now is going to be, if your team throws their lead, you are not going to carry, because you are not strong yourself.
Yeah. Like everyone's ahead of curve, and I'm like
Yes.
on
Like
normal curve.
Your teammates are like fisting the whole map the whole time, and you're doing nothing with it. Your Garen is fisting this turret, right?
Yeah.
And you're not doing anything. For example, you could use this pressure now to one-shot mid-wave deep and then go bot and get 2 turrets. Or you could go get Herald. But you're not doing shit. You're going here to clear a pink ward when there's a wave here. You should never want to do that. You should always want to get the mid-wave. Right? I mean, here you're grouping for Drake and you're playing no sweeper, so that's a bit unplayable. And then here you're controlling again. Look mid-wave. Somebody should be on mid-wave. So if Lucian is not going on mid-wave, then you should.
Here I was less sentient of mid-wave because I was like hovering next to Lucian, hoping to God that this Yumi is going to press W on Lucian.
Yeah, but at this point, if Yumi has not stopped riding you by now, then just let her do it and push mid. Because Lucian should be on mid-wave.
Yeah.
And you should be like flanking. But like you guys are all griefing here. Like all of you.
Yeah.
Why are you guys running into their pressure point when Lee Sin is here, Garen is here?
Yeah.
Like there's no point. Your goal now is just to set up Drake and regroup. So Garen has bad tempo, so you gotta make up for that by waiting and trying to just keep the game stable. The last thing you want is to run into their jungle and make a fight here.
Yeah.
Yes, I know you want to bring the cat to Lucian.
Yeah, for sure.
But then now, when the cat is not going to Lucian, you ping Lucian away and you push mid.
At this point it's a lost cause, so I should just go mid.
When you're continuing to click to Lucian here, you're telling him, go, this is fucking good, guys, keep going.
Yeah,
so now if Lucian sees somebody, he's going to dash in and try to fight, and that's how you end up throwing the game in a 3v5.
Yeah.
But if you're mid now just pushing, then the fight will happen towards mid if there's a fight, and you can bring Lee Sin, Garen can come, and stuff like this.
Yeah. Like, my intention here is to bring the cat to Yumi, but my body language ends up being that, like, I'm affirming what Lucian is doing.
Yes. Yeah, here you made the right decision, because you could just chase this guy and kill him.
Yeah, but
it just takes 20 seconds, and it's much better to win this. Because keep in mind, you are 2 champions now, chasing a useless champ. Yeah. So it's very likely your teammates will lose this fight, if you commit to this.
Mm-hmm.
So I like, personally, what you're doing instead. I think it's much more important. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, you don't need to do anything. You're just winning right now with Baron. But I would be stacking R up, though.
Yeah. At least creating some sort of...
Like, I would be Ring like 2 times. At least. Because, like, you're playing first strike, so you don't have presence. So you have to be a bit careful, but you can easily do your first Rs, like, easily.
Yeah.
And just start to get ready, because your R is still no damage right now.
Yeah.
And I think you should stop standing next to Lucian. You need to stand on more angles. Because, like, even if you don't want to go in, they don't know that.
Yeah.
When you're standing between these two, it's pretty bad compared to, for example, you're here or if you're here.
Yeah. They need to think more about that positioning.
Like here, you're on top of Lucian, it's completely troll.
Yeah.
Because you're not pressuring anything. Like here, you should be 1v1 in Carthus right now.
Yeah, that's true. Because Smolder and Nami are like out of position.
Yes. Like Nami is walking up and bubbling your Lucian, bro. Like
yeah.
Because like I said, like you should be on an angle and you should mark one thing. So either Garen is here and zoning Carthus, then you are here zoning these guys. When you're here, you're not zoning shit.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you don't think I'm gonna go in. They don't know this. Nami's not gonna go to here when you are here.
Yeah, they still have to respect it regardless
of
what I want to do.
And if Nami's like walking up trying to bubble you, then that's of course good for Lucian. But instead, Lucian just gets completely waved on, and you're AFK completely. Look where you are. When he gets CC'd here, when this happens, this guy should be getting comboed. This guy should be getting comboed.
Yeah.
You're fucking balanced right now.